Good morning, Cliff. Good morning, Nationwide and Jamaica.
Well, the Spark program, for you, $150 million, will that make a difference given the state of the roads in your constituency?
Not to my constituency, Cliff. Jamaicans will tell you every bit make a muckle. So I am grateful that we have such a program. It is guaranteeing more than we would normally have guaranteed in any 2-year period. But I made sure to call so that persons having discussions and meetings with their members of parliament would be able to resolve some of the issues one have with how fast they get the work done. So like my constituency, Cliff, I can already tell you, for all of my main roads that I've gone through, it would cost $2.6 billion.
What?
Yes, Cliff. I did the calculations with the rates from NAA. And so for my seat, I go through a detailed appreciation of all my control sections, which roads are assigned to NAA, which roads are the parochial roads, which roads are the farm roads. I have the measurements for mine already. So NAA only needs to do a verification. So it's on their system and they can check off and come and just verify. So I can almost work out my square meters.
How are you able to do that?
So NAA has a document if MPs ask for it. Some persons don't spend the time to go to the agencies and sit down and talk with them and have a full appreciation. So when they function as MPs, they are not necessarily seized of all the information. And so it takes them longer. You see them coming to Parliament to complain. And that's why I wanted you, Cliff, to understand how much more they could know if they took that approach. So I went to NAA and I said, you know, Ms. Zulnet, you're the first MP to come. Went to JSF, I think it was myself and Juliet Cuthbert that year that had gone to NAA. In 2016, nobody else went. And we sat down with them. So they gave me my listing of roads. So I know every control section. I know what is the kilometer of road from where they start at Porridge, which is where they start the measurement for my seat. So they are Papine to all the way up Newcastle side. So they have that side. So part of it is Favor Williams from Papine. And then from Cooperage, which is mine, I have my measurement going all the way to section.
So they did the measurement?
Yes, so NAA has it on record. All roads are already measured. And all of them are already designated as A road, B road, C road, where the ones that are most traversed, the ones that have the bus route, then they determine how they prioritize. And so you need to understand that to be able to sit with your constituents and have that discussion. So the government fix the roads first that most people use. The roads that the buses are on, because that's where most people use. And then they go down, 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 down. And that's why we always struggle with a lot of what we call the parochial roads, or sometimes roads that even people in my community create. So when they create a road, I tell them, I can't tell you I'll be able to fix that anytime soon. Some roads are actually not on the map. Nobody knows that they exist. And some roads, though they exist, like Prime Minister mentioned, NHT housing schemes, many of them, were not turned over, so it's a struggle to fix. So they need to sit down before they call in and start doing this consultation, get all your roads that the parochial authorities have listed, get all the ones that NAA have listed, look at the length of the road, look at the condition of the road, so that when you meet with your communities now, you are further ahead.
And you can intelligently answer the questions and the concerns.
Yes, I do that now, so that makes it so much easier for me to have a discussion with my constituents, because I can tell them how much it would cost to fix Mavis Bank, or how much is just Mavis Bank Road itself, or Roberts Field Road. I can do that because I'm pre-prepared. Another thing I learned very painfully, my very first road I fixed was Dallas Castle Road. It was the Jeep program then. So they said, okay, all MPs identify the road you'd like to fix. I was so excited. I said, Dallas Castle Road, and I told the people, you're getting this road. Cliff, when the money was allocated, they said to me, all right, now come MP, which part of the road you want to fix? I said, what you said? I said, what you said? I said, I made a commitment to the people
fix the road.
I said that we're fixing their road. What you mean, which part? They said, well, you're going to get 10 million and the road coming out at 33 million. So which part you want to fix? I nearly died. So I had to fix that road over and over to deliver on the commitment I made that I would have fixed the road. I learned from it, Cliff, and so all the roads in my constituency, I've already priced them. I go through with NWA in their off-peak time and ask them to come out and price the road. So what happens is if it takes a long time for it to fix, it may deteriorate further. They come back and do a reassessment. But guess what? All of them are already priced, so it short-circuit the time it takes for you to have a road approved when the time comes. So I literally already sit down and start to organize my 5 meetings because I have to be ahead of the game. It is 63 constituencies fighting to be first.
Okay. So hold on there now, Mrs. Holness, because you gave me some figures at the start of the interview, which I'm trying to wrap my head around. So according to the Prime Minister, at minimum, $150 million per constituency for the first $10 billion, and then thereafter he is going to use a formula to allocate the rest of it. Okay? First of all, what is that formula? Because I wasn't too sure yesterday.
It would make sense. So it would make a lot of sense. So 40 billion in total, splitting in 2. And then 10 billion to begin with by, 63 seats just divided 150. I'll tell you, good, but not great. Still need a lot more. Now, after that, they will do exactly what I've been able to do. I'll take my constituency and say, okay, I have X amount of square meters in road for main roads. For that, I think I will also need to look back at it because I'll have to add some parochial roads. NWA already knows what is the square meter of roads that they have on their system. Prime Minister is saying they would need to update it, but that would become the total. So since I'm good at percentages, they would take each rural.
Are we a Troward pod?
No, I'm not sure the word at all. Mathematics was one of my favorite subjects. So East Rural, though we may be 163rd, at the end of the day, based on the size of the seat, they are going to say